AI tools that directly modify your design canvas are moving from luxury novelties to daily necessities. You need a workspace that actually builds alongside you. But the major platforms know this. They take these generation tools, burying them behind paid tiers, or route you through external credit systems with strict usage limits. That brings us to OpenPencil. It is a 7-megabyte MIT-licensed design editor that embeds an AI natively into the canvas itself. Comparing cost structures, on the left is a standard fixed monthly subscription with a hard ceiling on prompt limits. On the right, OpenPencil maps fractions of a cent directly to specific prompt outputs, meaning you only pay for exactly what you build. Moving to this model decouples your design process from a central provider. You regain control over exactly how and when you use your tools, without paying for unused subscription capacity. The biggest roadblock to adopting any new design software is the archive you already have. You likely have years of work locked inside proprietary file formats. OpenPencil avoids lock-in using the Kiwi binary codec to natively read and write your existing .fig files. Pull a file from your archive, and layers, auto layouts, and fills import exactly as left. It works bidirectionally too. Seamlessly copy and paste nodes between platforms. Because the data translates cleanly, you can drop your existing layers into OpenPencil, let the AI iterate on them, and then bring them right back. You get to test the generation features without risking your established archives. The reason OpenPencil can offer unlimited generation is its bring-your-own key model. You open the sidebar assistant and plug in your own credentials. Instead of buying marked-up credits, you connect directly to providers like Anthropic or OpenRouter, paying wholesale API prices for the precise output you generate. It also accepts any OpenAI-compatible endpoint. This means you can point the software at a local instance running on your own hardware, making generation completely free. When you prompt the assistant to build a layout, it generates a visual verification step. You see exactly what the model created and can approve or undo the changes before committing them to your actual canvas. But getting that setup running on the desktop application requires a baseline of technical literacy. Specifically, you need to have Node.js installed on your machine, and you have to execute a command in your terminal to initialize the AI package before it will communicate with the editor. That initial setup is the actual cost of bypassing the subscription. It takes a few minutes of command line work, which will alienate anyone expecting a frictionless plug-and-play experience. Underneath the AI integration, the editor itself runs on CanvasKit and the Yoga layout engine. This specific architecture ensures that the structural tools you use, like auto layout, behave exactly like standard CSS Flexbox and Grid, directly mirroring modern web development. This scorecard shows the tool excels with core UI editing, but highlights a major missing piece: interactive prototyping. With no transitions or triggers, you cannot build clickable flows for user testing. It also entirely lacks a third-party plugin ecosystem. You have excellent vector and layout tools for building the interfaces, but the lack of plugins and click-through prototyping means your work is confined strictly to static ideation. Evaluating software by a raw feature list ignores how work gets done. Inserting the wrong tool into an established process will severely disrupt your pipeline. If you work at an agency where your handoff process requires specific accessibility checkers or automated design token exporters, moving to OpenPencil will halt your workflow immediately. On the other hand, if you are a solo designer drafting landing page variations, having cheap native AI operating directly on the canvas will drastically accelerate your pacing. Since you can copy elements freely between platforms, use OpenPencil exclusively as a generation space, moving modified layers back to Figma for final polish. View OpenPencil as a highly specialized utility for specific, repetitive phases of production, rather than a standalone platform for every step of the design cycle. To determine if this fits your process, we have to isolate your specific production needs. This decision tree illustrates the ideal paths. Production teams managing complex handoffs fall onto this first track: stay on Figma. The lack of transitions breaks testing. But solo designers drafting wireframes follow the center path. Adopt OpenPencil for cheap Phase 1 ideation. Applying the right tool to the wrong segment is what causes disastrous software migrations. Understanding exactly where your friction points lie makes the difference. There's one final group who benefits massively from this architecture: the privacy-conscious self-hoster. By routing the native AI strictly through local large language models like Ollama, you guarantee that proprietary designs and client data never leave your internal hardware, a level of security unmatched by mainstream software as a service tools. OpenPencil is not a definitive Figma killer today. It is early-stage software with distinct limitations, but it functions as an incredibly potent drafting environment for those willing to navigate it. High-cost paywalls for on-canvas AI are losing their grip as open-source alternatives offer identical capabilities at the wholesale price of the API key. If you are willing to run a few terminal commands and manage your own API keys, OpenPencil gives you the most capable, unrestricted AI workspace available right now.